What's going on, everyone? It's Super here, and welcome to another Injustice 2 video. Now, what I have for you guys today is pretty much talking about the final characters that are yet to be officially revealed for Injustice 2. So, with yesterday, we got a Shattered Alliances part number 3, and I don't know, does it sound weird to you guys if they stop at 4? To me, it sounds very weird if NetherRealm stops at their Shattered Alliances trailer at 4. If they cap it at 4, it would be really weird. So I think it's going to go up to 5. And one of these characters, I believe, will be in the final reveal. And I'll talk more about that. But as always, if you guys do enjoy the Injustice content, make sure you guys leave a like rating on the video. It's always appreciated. So here we go. If you guys don't know, if you guys haven't been following the leaks and, you know, just everything that we know so far about the game, and that's come true, the final 3 characters are Captain Cold, Scarecrow, and the Joker. The Joker is, in my opinion, like I mentioned, I think the Joker will be the final character to be revealed because the Joker is one of those shocker of a characters. Like, I was shocked that the Joker made it in just based on what happened in the Injustice universe. Based off his popularity, he had to make it. I mean, come on, you can't have a Batman game, especially a fighting game, without the Joker in it. He just has to, you know, they go hand in hand pretty much. So the Joker, in my opinion, had to be in it. It was still shocking for me to believe that he was going to be in the game, based off the leaks and stuff, because he did die in the first Injustice game. I mean, come on, he was the reason why Superman went asshole mode and this whole Injustice, you know, universe happened, the regime happened. It was all because of the fucking Joker. So I think that they're gonna save that for last. That's like the grand finale of reveals, right? So let's take the Joker out of it, but the Joker is one of the last 3 characters that are left. Then we have the last 2, which are Scarecrow and Captain Cold, which we both know, or we know that they're both going to be in the game. Of course, the Scarecrow has actually already been officially announced, but it was an announcement for the mobile game. So technically, he's been announced already, just not for like the actual Injustice game. So I think one of these characters, if not both, will have their own separate gameplay reveals. Like I mentioned, there will most likely be 2 more Shattered Alliances trailer, and I think one of them won't have any new character reveals. I think Captain Cold and Scarecrow will have their own gameplay reveals like Firestorm did. And then I think the final trailer will be Shattered Alliances Part 5, having the Joker in it and, you know, sort of teasing at how he's coming back to life. Either that or, you know, maybe teasing him being in the game just by showing him like waking up from the dead, or however they're gonna do it, right? So I think that's what's gonna happen. Let me know what you guys think. But I kind of just wanted to make this video just to talk about these 3 characters, because this is it, guys. Unless NetherRealm has something up their sleeve, which I wouldn't be surprised about. If we get 2 secret characters, like I've talked about before, and like a lot of other people have mentioned before, there might be a good chance that NetherRealm has a trick or 2 up their sleeve and have a couple of secret characters that they haven't announced and that have not been leaked. So that would be like the best case scenario. But if that doesn't happen, we're gonna have to wait until DLC comes out, and the last 3 characters that are gonna be on our roster are gonna be Scarecrow, the Joker, and Captain Cold. So whether you like the roster or not, I think there's, you know, at least in the initial 28 characters, or 29 plus Darkseid, of course, we can't forget about Darkseid here. I think there's a character for everyone. Like, you don't have to like every single characters, and to be honest, not every single character attracts me as far as I really want to play this character. But of course, I will give them all a try, and there are a lot of characters that I really want to play. So I guess now that, you know, that discussion is over, I'll talk a little bit about my first impressions of 2 of my most anticipated characters before their reveals, that being Dr. Fate and Robin, which you guys are seeing in the background. I forgot to talk about this in one of my videos, I think a couple days ago. I mentioned it at the beginning and I never ended up talking about it. So real quick, don't want to make this too long. Robin just looks amazing. Like, I think we could all agree Robin is one of the best looking characters as far as his gameplay. Not like visually, just the way he plays. He looks like he's a ton of fun. He has a lot of combo potential. His trait is awesome. It has, 3 different uses. He has a sort of a Predator Smart Disc with his Batarang. It looks really, really cool. And he has a lot of range, which is something that I really like in a character. Like Predator's, Back 2 has a ton of range. His sword reminded me a lot of the, the range that Predator has, especially his Back 2, I think it was. A ton of range. So I'm really looking forward to playing Robin. He's definitely going to be one of my top 5 characters that I try out right when the game comes out. Robin's definitely at the top of the list. So moving on here to Dr. Fate. All right, so I don't know about you guys, but I was so excited for Dr. Fate, and he was my #1 most anticipated character. You guys saw my reaction video in the trailer, and I still think it holds true. I still think that Dr. Fate is the best looking character in the game. The way they designed him, the way his specials work, he doesn't even touch you. He's just using his magic against you. And I still think that he's the best looking character gameplay-wise in the entire game. But my excitement level for him went down dramatically after we got the gameplay breakdown. Not saying that he fell out of my top 10. I still really want to play him and try him out because he does have offensive tools. It's not like all zoning. But the fact that he is, for the most part, a zoning character really bummed me out, man, because I was hoping that he would have more combo potential. I was hoping that he would have more offensive tools, but sadly that's not the case. It looks like he's very, 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 very focused on zoning, and that could work out. It doesn't really matter. Like, a character doesn't have to be built for rushdown or offense to make him an offensive character, but he seems very, very limited as far as his potential to rush people down. And like I mentioned, offense always finds a way, right? So I'm gonna play him in an offensive way. I'm looking forward to see what I could do with this trait on, because that's when it's party time. You could get launchers. You could actually, if you grab your opponent, it launches them at the end of the grab. If you have your trait on, it does 18% and it launches your opponent. And if you're in the corner, you get a ton of damage from that. And of course, his meter burn glyph actually launches the opponent for combos. And based on the damage, I know they said not to take damage into account, but it seems like whenever that happens, it's because the characters are doing way too much damage. But for me, it seemed like Dr. Fate was doing no damage when the combos were coming in with his trait and just the few combo potentials that he does have. So I'm still looking forward to playing him. He's not in my top 5 anymore. He's not on the top of the list like he was, but he's definitely still in the top 10 characters that I want to try out. Robin, he was always up there in the top 5 just because based on his trailer, you could tell that he has a really fun play style. He's very rushdown heavy. He could play mid-range, which is really good. He has a lot of range, and that's really important to have, especially in a game like Injustice 2, where it takes a long time to recover on some of characters' normal attacks. Like, for example, Superman's forward 2-3, if you actually space it correctly, it takes a long time to recover if he doesn't hit you. So Robin has perfect tools with his sword to be able to punish things on whiff. So I'm really looking forward to playing him. But like I mentioned, Dr. Fate was a little bit disappointing. I was kind of bummed out yesterday, just for a tiny bit, and then he just looks so fucking cool. And I know that just because he's pretty much all zoning doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to hit combos and do a lot of cool stuff. Look at Cybernetic Kano from Mortal Kombat X. He is like zone, but he still has really sick looking combos. You get a lot of damage, etc., etc. So I'm still looking forward to playing him, but definitely not as much as as much as I was before. But that's gonna be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about Robin, Dr. Fate. Were you disappointed in something? Were you surprised? Let me know your thoughts. So that's gonna be it, guys. I will see you guys next time. What's going on, guys? It's Super here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you guys subscribe or check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.